Well,
All right.
welcome back, everybody.
Well, I mean, this is our first episode. We recorded 3 already,
It's true.
but we fucked up.
Yeah, we fucked up. We didn't check if our name was taken because that's how smart we are.
Yeah.
But
Working backwards.
Shawn helped come up with one of the best names I could think of. You better introduce it.
What the crust? I mean,
Just the crust.
just the crust. Our original idea was, what the fuck is this? Because I was asking this question all the time on mushrooms. I'm looking at shit. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I thought I was a philosopher here.
Just
what the fuck is
just
this?
open up your phone and try to read the news or anything, called science, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" So everything all day is, "What the fuck is this?" But based on our extremely high IQs, we came up with the idea of just the crust.
Because actually, Dave came up with that.
Oh yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know where you got the original inspiration.
Yeah, I was asking a couple people. I made a list of names, and Dave added that one.
But I liked what you described. Why is it just the crust?
Because it's all the poo-poo. No one eats the crust, dude.
No one eats just the crust, right?
Yeah, everyone cuts it off.
Yeah.
Slides it across the plate,
You can come to us and get sort of like the crust version of like the news and information, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes though, the crust hits really well. Like some of our episodes, it's gonna have that garlic dipping sauce.
Ooh,
the info's gonna be coming at you like you're
the
like you're
crust
stoned.
holds the substance of the dip.
Exactly.
The bread just kind of like.
But the bread's an important part of the rest of the pizza too, right?
We're talking pizza sandwiches.
Oh, just the crust of a sandwich. A pizza crust.
Pizza crust. I never
Sandwich
I was
crust.
thinking sandwiches, dude. Because you cut that shit off. You're like,
and throw it in the garbage. but anyways, just, let's be profound. Let's be real people, okay?
Okay.
He said white power,
Classic
not me.
truths.
And he's black. So here's where we're at. Here's where we're at with the problem of creating this podcast. We want to talk about anything. We want to talk about everything. We are not important people in the world.
I'm important.
You're
important.
We're all important, but how much influence do we have? We haven't even uploaded this episode. My point is, though, we're going to have to put this on the back burner, okay? I'm going to do some transitioning into being a different person. I'm also going to convert religions, all right? Because Christianity is not controversial enough.
I have to bite my tongue a lot.
Right now. Yeah, he has to bite his tongue a lot. So we'll get deplatformed and whatever. But I wonder to myself, if you had representation of every culture all the time, right? Could you just talk about what you wanted to talk about then?
Isn't that what the UN is? They just talk about whatever the hell they want.
I guess it works for them, but they're very liberal though. So then now we got a political class. So apart from what we're gonna be like racially, like sexual orientationally, religiously, we also
it's all satire, man. Don't take shit so seriously.
But we also need to have full representation of political classes on here, and we need to get our native Indian card as well.
How the fuck are we gonna do that?
We got to do all
7 generations, bro.
Well, we got to
cut off.
But you never know. Maybe it's one of us, and that way we can actually film this
bro,
podcast.
I'm the first gen Canadian in both sides of my family. There ain't no native anywhere here.
Nah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Europe.
But you're a power.
No, man. You know what? You know what, though? I am actually proud to be European. Mm-hmm. Proud to be a Christian. Proud to be a heterosexual, straight white male. But
yo, careful. Those are words that will get you cut by the knee, dude.
Well, this is the problem, right?
You can't say anything.
You just don't.
We're
say
just
nothing.
gonna mute.
Yo, this is the podcast.
It's just us sitting here saying nothing because we're too afraid of.
You can make small
being
talk. So, how about them Blue Jays?
How about them Dodgers?
How about them Dodgers? So anyways,
yeah.
I guess we'll try and roll with this. I hope everyone watching knows none of this comes from a place of hate. If anything, it comes from a place of love.
Yes,
Humanity really does need to elevate itself. We need to see the human beings in each other. We need to see our commonalities before we see our differences. And if we do acknowledge our differences, it should only be things that enrich us, right? Otherwise, you just lose the mark and you can't talk about anything ever.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. These people are too soft. Like we come from a generation of sticks and stones break my bones, and words will never hurt me.
Correct. Yeah.
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna go to the fucking Trudeau government and
some,
be like, "Oh, guys, he hurt me."
Some people are sensitive, and I understand. Psychology and the human mind is a complex thing. But let's hear it for having a thicker skin. My dad was always really, he never bit his tongue around me, and he wasn't afraid to give me a little bit of a hard time. He was never doing it really maliciously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone has fought with their parents, but I think at this point I can say I've had an okay, like a good relationship with them. But the thing is, he gave me a tougher skin. When I bring friends home, when I was in high school and shit, like we want to hang out, play video games or whatever it was, he'd like give me some jabs, some chirps.
Yeah. Right? He let you know who's boss, bro.
whose motherfucking house this is.
Yeah, that's right. You guys want to play some video games? Make me some passive.
Bro, even men, men have been fucking torn down. I remember, my dad had a man cave. It was called the house. Nowadays, if you're lucky, if you still have any testicular fortitude, maybe you're lucky enough to have a man cave.
So, how was your week, man?
My week was pretty good. I think I feel good about it. It's always spend some time with the family.
Nice.
Kind of taking some initiative to take more care of my grandmother. She has some progressing demencia.
Yeah.
Trying to slow that progress.
Yeah. Lion's mane?
You could do lion's mane. There's a whole bunch of mushrooms that are good for your brain. Actually, I'm drawing a blank on it now, but we're getting her on the good fats as well.
Yeah.
Because problem with dementia is they forget everything. They forget to eat, right? So good sources of fat like fish, butter. She's got some nuts and seeds. Balancing omega-3s and omega-6s.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it gets complex, but I'm
looking.
You're
a nutritionist, right?
That's
Let the people know about your.
Yeah, I'm a certified nutritional practitioner.
Certified, bro.
It's my passion in life, but it's taken a bit of a back burner. It's gone a bit on the back burner after the pandemic because it made me have a shift in my career. I was no longer meeting up with clients. What was lacking was the digital side of things.
Okay.
And this is, I'm glad Shawn really came through with support for this podcast idea because having a digital identity, putting yourself on the internet is unfortunately the only way to exist nowadays, right?
Digital identity, man. That's fucked.
It's fucked.
I'm not down with it. Are you going to get a chip when they ask you to?
It's right in my ass.
Scan your hand. No, it's in my ass.
Yeah, you have to moon them every time you need it. The problem in my hand.
Hey, take a look at this.
They have to put it in my ass.
Oh, talking about hand. Dude, this weekend I went up to Dave's cottage, spent a little time with his family. His parents they're snowbirds, so they go down to Florida. I haven't seen them this year. Spent the weekend with them and helped around the house, around the cottage and shit.
Nice.
Dave and I went we went to go look for mushrooms because he's a forager. He likes to forage for the mushrooms.
I admire that. That's scary too.
It's cool. Yeah, man. Because, he has this app that, you can take a picture 3 ways and it tells you about the mushroom.
I need this app.
But you don't, you still have to use your brain about it, right? Because you could die from eating a random ass mushroom.
Right.
But anyway, so, we went out and I came back and, bro, my hands were so swollen. I couldn't touch my pinky to my thumb.
What happened?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Didn't you say you were helping them with a stump? You were helping with some yard work?
Yeah, I was using the stump grinder to bust down one of the stumps.
Yeah.
And I mean, the vibration makes your hands feel weird.
Yeah.
So I just, whatever.
Maybe you went too hard.
No, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm allergic to sap. I don't know. It was fucking weird.
Like an allergic reaction. Interesting.
Yeah, but it was a good week.
Maybe I'll look into it for you. I'm glad you had a good week.
Yeah. So anyways, let's talk about Russell Brand because he's all up in the news right now.
Yes.
So what do you...
Do you
know about the story?
Somewhat, a little bit. I know he's kind of getting Me Too'd right now, and it's all in the stage of allegedly, because I don't think he's been convicted of anything, right?
No.
But I know that they're trying to deplatform him or demonetize him. Right. I think they've already demonetized him.
Yeah.
Most
he's on
social
YouTube,
medias,
right?
Yeah, he uses Rumble actually.
Because he's a he talks about a lot of questionable topics.
Might
already.
be something for us to use in the future too.
Nah.
Well, Rumble is more free.
YouTube, baby, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Yeah, you can't break the law in Rumble because they let most things go.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they're trying to shut down Rumble in the first place. Anyways, so Russell Brand has allegations of sexual misconduct with some women from back in the day. I mean, he was a sexual...
10 years ago or something?
Something like that. Maybe even a little bit longer. But he was known to be a sexual deviant, and that was part of his comedy.
He admits to it too. When he went Hollywood, he embodied Hollywood. 100%. So we can criticize him, but
Get him to the Greek.
They're all fucking weirdos, right?
Yeah, they are. But you know, at first I was like, they're trying to like, you know, shut the man down. He's talking too much truth. But then I heard about this lady in I want to say London, but I could be wrong. I forget where she was. And he was going on to BBC to do a podcast about one of his comedy tours. And this woman opens the door because it's a shared office.
Right.
Excuse me. And she meets him. She lets him in, blah, blah, blah,
and
whatever.
He exposed himself? That's what you told me?
Yeah, man. So she says that she went to the bathroom. He barges in and just fucking shows his cock to this chick. Allegedly.
How eloquent.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of his comedy, and that's what we all laughed at it. And when I heard that, like, she was, who knows? She could be lying. I don't know.
He could have said it as a joke.
He could have said it as a joke.
Although I suppose you can't tell jokes nowadays.
You can't say, hey, look at this joke and whip out your fucking cock.
But did he whip it out? Allegedly.
Allegedly. Who knows?
It's possible, I suppose.
I mean, who knows nowadays?
Well, the thing is, though, it's interesting timing, right? I'm not here to be the arbiter of truth, or I don't know the story.
It's just the crust, bro.
It's just the crust. He's just skimming the outside of the subject.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is interesting timing because after everything he said, and he's treaded lightly, like his full casts, his full pods are on Rumble.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe other platforms.
Okay.
But it's not allowed on YouTube. It's not allowed on a lot of the main ones. So they must hate the things he's saying. He treads so lightly, but brings a lot of light to the subjects that they'd rather you not even talk about or think about, right?
Yeah.
So I find the timing weird, to be honest. I don't believe in coincidences sometimes.
No, I know, because did you watch his stuff, actually?
I've watched a ton of his stuff, and honestly,
Really?
I like it. I hated him back in the day. I didn't find him funny. I didn't like his acting. I thought his image and persona was
Because he was too Hollywood.
totally crap Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah.
But since he came out and he's sort of,
When did he come out? The closet?
No, he's come out as a new man, as having found himself, like he's like spiritually enlightened, you know. He has a lot of interesting guests like Vidya Shiva.
Okay.
I hope I said her name correctly because she deserves a lot of respect. She's an Indian scholar, and he's often talking about genetically modified foods and sort of the big agricultural monopolies and biotech and all that.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
We've been modifying food for so fucking long, man.
Yeah, genetically modified food is weird.
Oh, man.
The use of pesticides is weird. Anyway, all this stuff is covered on his pod, but he's covering anything and everything controversial. He's talking about the subjects that no one will talk about, and therefore you got to shut him down eventually, right? This is a great way for them. I think the Me Too movement was right most of the time. You know, I want to say women at the very least have to be able to voice that.
Of course.
I wish, you know, if in a perfect world, these things could come to light and be presented and the trials could happen as close to the event as possible. But I suppose it's not for me to judge the individual or the trauma or whatever, right? It's a touchy subject. But the Me Too movement, not everybody who accused it is a part of the subject that a lot of these women are trying to manipulate, you know?
They do.
And so they become agent provocateurs to these targeted individuals, these higher profile individuals like Russell Brand.
Yeah, there's been a lot of cases of like women just flat out lying to get paid.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, Russell Brand, man.
I like him. I
hope all these allegations are wrong.
I hope so too.
Because it would be horrible to just be able to, you know, these women are proving the scenario to be
true.
And
I think
I hope it's not.
If the scenario is true, I think he should be, you know, put to trial and so forth.
Of course. You can't just
But
go and fucking
at
do
the
that.
same time, something I will probably always give him is he's been forthcoming. The only thing I would hold against him is he's denied the allegations now. So if it came to be unequivocally true, then I would hold that against him. But I admire the fact that he's a changed man, that he was in Hollywood and he speaks against it. That's very rare. Most of these people will not go against their handlers.
Oof. Yeah, that's true. You usually end up dead. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at what point does, maybe he did this, whatever the allegations, okay? And he clearly has said that he was wrong. He lived a horrible life. He's turned a new leaf. At what point does what you did in the past go away?
I think you have to live with the consequences of your actions. What I think, though, is when it comes to love and war, I think humanity is not honest with itself, right? That there's always, this is where I'm going to go with the subjects all the time. There's always the identification of someone bad, and if we've identified what's bad, then the opposite and everything else is good, right? It's a lot like, I think women are wonderful. I attribute my best personality traits to the women who raised me, okay? And my resonance with love and want for love in the world. But at the same time, women are wonderful is just a cliche phrase. They're capable of just as much, bad and coercion and subversion as men, right?
Smoke and mirrors, man.
Yeah.
This video I seen where this guy's talking about there was a survey done in 2022.
I think I know what you're on.
That 1 in 30 people in the UK shit in the shower, dude. That means, okay, so the population...
That's
the population of the UK is 64-ish million. And if 1 in 3, let me do quick maths here. We're talking, what, 2 million people?
2 million plus.
2 million plus?
Yeah.
How the fuck is 2 million people shitting in the shower, dude?
Maybe they got loose bowels, bro.
It's all that fucking, the peas and the mash?
Yo, it's all of the Guinness extra stout.
You do have some serious Guinness shits.
This bucket of ass piss, fucking Guinness. Well, because if it's chunky, how do you get it down the drain?
If it's chunky, I think it's okay. It's when it's a solid meat shit. That's solid shit
we're talking shit.
Yeah, it's just the crust.
What do you do? Do you put the power washer, the power setting on the
you need to have like a shower bidet? Is that like a thing or something? Yo, bro, that's a business idea right there, dude.
How far is the toilet that you can't just hop out of the shower? Maybe they're afraid of slipping when they hop out of the shower,
Yo, my great grandpappy died.
I ain't gonna go out like that.
He was trying to take a shit like a civil human being. I ain't doing that. I'm doing it here.
Slipped on his own ass.
Yo, what would you do if you found out your girl shit in the shower?
Be appalled.
Yo, is that it? Is that where you draw the line?
It's fucked up, man. Can you imagine your buddy comes over?
Yo, can I take a quick shower?
At my place.
Yeah.
Can we go take a shower? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And you hear him
in the
dude,
shower.
are you showering? You would never know though, because a lot of civilized human beings take a shit before the shower.
Yeah, which is okay.
I guess you would just never hear the flush.
Oh, you gotta listen. Sit by the door and listen.
Did he flush? Anyways,
it's disgusting.
So this week you were talking about, you were telling me about the France banning wireless Wi-Fi,
and some EMF technologies from like schools, daycares, nurseries, stuff like that.
Tell me about it a little bit.
So there's a lot of studies that we're not privy to, which would suggest that electromagnetic frequencies or EMFs, so Wi-Fi,
cell phones,
all kinds
Wi-Fi
of things.
routers,
maybe
TVs.
Maybe Bluetooth is included.
Yeah, very low.
TVs, and
anything
it probably goes all the way to radio frequency, but I don't know. We're getting really specific now.
No, I don't think so.
It's not an
I'm just
electromagnetic field.
I'm just kidding,
It's
man.
interesting, though. Anyway,
50% of the time, all the time, dude.
you're right 50% of the time, so
Yeah.
maybe you're right. But basically, it's funny because I've only heard of one guy. It's he's running for president, actually, Robert F. Kennedy.
Yo, he better be careful, dude.
Is it Kennedy?
Yeah.
Anyway, he sued the FCC. He sued pharmaceutical companies, the FCC.
That's a bold move,
He's
bro.
done a lot of like philanthropic work that goes against the grain, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not all this shit where they're just clapping at the fucking, at Davos and just clapping for whatever evil villain master plan.
He definitely doesn't shit in the shower.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Yo, he looks like he looks like he kind of cares. I don't know. I guess that doesn't count for shit nowadays,
No.
But he sued the FCC, and sort of like the safety studies on it are weird. Like on your phone, any phone, it says to keep it like 1 inch away from your body at all times. How the fuck are you gonna do that? Who's gonna do that?
Hello?
With levitation. You need the magnetic case and the magnetic gloves, and it just levitates, and then you levitate it 1 inch away from your ear.
Yeah, they banned the iPhone 12
Yeah, see?
because the iPhone 12 radiates.
So I researched this
past
in the
certain
past,
point.
so this will be a cool info fact for you guys. I'm going to try to have a lot more that you can look up after, so you can stay abreast. SAR is specific absorption rate. So these companies and the FCC and all that, they know what's going on, right?
Of
And they're not
course.
giving you full disclosure. So the reason that iPhone 12 must have been banned is the specific absorption rate must be higher on the iPhone 12 than many others. And
Extremely high, yeah.
and you look up every phone and manufacturer comparatively, and there are different numbers per model, per manufacturer, etc.
It's pretty crazy, man. EMF is nothing to be played about.
I don't know. Apparently, it can affect fertility. A lot of, what is it, megablastoma, some kind of brain cancer.
Megablastoma. It sounds like a supervillain, dude.
It sounds scary. Even the name is scary.
Yeah,
but
I
I
know.
think that's a type of brain cancer that manifests a lot of the time. People say because of cell phones, people are sleeping beside them, sleeping on them. I try to remember to airplane mode mine at night.
Do you
but
sleep beside your phone?
It charges on my nightstand. So again, and wireless charging is another thing, another source
That's
of
what
EMFs.
I use, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck.
But at least mine's in airplane mode.
Does that even matter, you think?
Well, now you're getting probably some of the runoff
from the wireless charging.
from the wireless charging, but at
Yeah.
least you're not getting 5G being received, Wi-Fi being sent and received.
Yeah. Did you hear about this Mia Khalifa thing?
Oh shit, we're gonna go there. We're gonna talk about the war.
I was going to talk about tits.
All's fair in love and war.
Yo,
baby.
hold on. Let me pull this up because she tweeted some crazy ass shit. Is it really that crazy what she said?
Okay, let's see. I don't remember what she said.
Can someone please tell the freedom fighters in Palestine to flip their phones and film horizontally?
It's mangled.
What is she
does it
talking
even
about?
mean? Yeah.
Exactly. So she made another
She
tweet
wants clearer
on her tweet.
She wants clearer video of like people getting fucked up. Anyway, go on.
And her
Questionable.
retweet is, I just want to make it clear that this is a statement in no way, shape, or form enticing the spread of violence. I specifically said freedom fighters because that's what the Palestinian citizens are, fighting for freedom every day.
It's a hot take and it's
Is
biased.
she smoking rocks, dude? What the fuck is
Smoking
she?
cocks.
Yeah. 6 at a time,
Yeah.
Bukkake style, dude. I don't get it. Like, where does she get?
She's obviously a little bit, biased in her own perspective because I would
Uninformed?
assume she's a Muslim, right? I actually don't know, but because then it's questionable what she did. It's haram. She loves shaitan. So the fact is it may be haram, but you can't separate yourself and your beliefs from who you are, what you are. I mean, you should be able to, but we're all fucking cuck stars for whatever we are and whatever we supposedly believe in, right?
Yeah.
So this whole thing is like, everyone wants to pick a side, right? And the closer you are to either side, you're going to be biased to pick that side.
Of course, they're playing that typical Spider-Man meme of like they're pointing at the trouble. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. Like, come on, man. Like, at what point are you gonna take be accountable for your actions?
Yeah.
Because regardless of what happened in history can be horrible, and we're standing in this modern day.
Yeah. We have a
need
chance.
to accept each other.
We have a chance, a rare and fleeting chance to actually do better and be better. And instead, I think we're squandering it, right? That's part of the reason I wanted to make this podcast, because I did have an epiphany with Shawn on, I was trip sitting the guy. I don't know if you know what that means.
I was high as fuck on mushrooms. Hero dose only, bro. By the handful. You know? I was on different astral planes, slipping in different universes, time traveling. I was doing everything, dude. But anyway.
He was asking some cool questions, and he had some profound answers too, but I tried to answer
mostly
them.
gibberish.
At some point. Yeah, I think you're peaking. But what I had an epiphany too, and basically the answer to everything is love, right? And it's very tough to end a war with love, because people can talk about love, but talk is cheap, right?
Yeah, you gotta do it.
You got to do it, right?
You gotta open those arms.
Yeah.
Drop those guns.
Yeah.
Stop bombing each other.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is, I think this whole thing is a charade, bro. Because
The world is a stage.
have you heard of the Iron Dome?
Yeah.
So these guys, for those that don't know, the Hamas are shooting rockets into Israel. Okay? And these guys the rockets travel at like 700 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
And they're able to detect where that rocket is going to land and then determine whether or not it's a populated area.
And shoot
And
it down.
if it is, they're going to shoot it down. But these motherfuckers are flying on powered paragliders and hitting the fence, the wall that they have, with fucking bulldozers, and homies are riding in trucks, apparently hitting. Like, come on, bro. You're the most sophisticated fucking defense system in the world, and this happens?
Well, the thing I've grown to realize about war, right? The civilians are the losers. There is someone at the top who's losers. Yeah, we're all losers. We're just fucking cannon fodder, right? Basically, target practice for someone. But the fact is that when it comes to something military, both sides are always in some level of communication and negotiation. And should it come to war, it means that both sides have agreed that the civilians no longer matter and that there's something greater to be obtained.
You think that's what happens?
It has to be. Human life is supposedly so valuable, but it becomes shit to the people who own the world when they can profit immensely from the loss of human life. Right? And we got borders. We're divided by borders in countries. We're divided by religion. We're divided by race, color, creed, beliefs. You know what I mean? Medical choices.
Do you think division?
Sexual orientation.
Do you think a division or a melting pot is where things should be? Which side?
You
Do you
see,
think people should stick to their own? Or do you think we should all amalgamate and like accept each other? Because accepting is hard. It's not easy when you have to accept someone that's of different belief system than yourself.
yeah, I think that it takes a lot of humbling yourself, but I don't think it's impossible.
Humility is ego, bro.
Ego is huge. Everyone's egotistical. And,
you destroy yourself because of ego.
Yeah.
Just your common everyday person can destroy themselves because of their ego.
Yeah, and it's subconscious.
Let alone fucking rulers of a country or prime ministers and presidents.
But they're all friends, man. It's a big club.
Are they?
Yeah, of course. Look at it this way.
You think the Hamas and you think the Israeli forces are friends?
I have the perfect description of it right now. I don't know.
Okay.
What about Hamas or ISIS? Because a lot of those programs are funded by who? Both sides of every war are always funded by both sides in some way, right? It's today you're an enemy, tomorrow you're an ally. The U.S. was funding both sides of World War II for the longest time. And when did they step up? When they're like, ooh, they're almost done with the whole continent and they're going to come over soon. Well, we profited quite a bit. We can go squash them now.
Okay, and let's steal their scientists after this is all done.
There you go. Let them build it up a little bit and then we'll go, collect the shit after. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's worse than that. It's like, the U.S. is in support, as far as I can tell, of Israel. Maybe not every.
No, they have definitively said.
There we go. Support. Right, exactly. Let's be a little general, but it's the truth. Yeah. Meanwhile, you're buying oil from the Middle East after you canceled the Canadian Keystone XL pipeline,
Bruh.
right? And you didn't buy the oil prior to any of the wars when it was cheap. You waited till it was high. It's all a scam. Everything is a scam, bro. We're getting ripped off and enslaved, and it's fucking hilarious to watch. Like,
And we got to pay. The people.
Yeah, you gotta pay. You're paying for this.
This is crazy. This is why I don't pay my
I
taxes.
didn't vote on this. Did you vote for World Economic Forum? Did you vote?
Of course, bro. Close shops.
Did you vote on the CDC? on the CDC?
Hell yeah, dude. I'm on the panel, bro. 50% of the time.
Yeah, 50% of the time. But we don't even vote anymore. It's crazy. Organizations have got so powerful. Yeah. Oh yeah, for like municipal, provincial, and federal elections. Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to vote every time. I think there was a death in the family once, and I tried to make it out, but
You missed the time.
what can you do?
Yeah. I voted for you, though.
Yeah, I know. Like, how hard is it? How hard is it to fake everything? Right? Like, most of the world is fake. So that's what I find funny. Like, people are tethered to their reality, and they're like, I have to believe. Doctors are good, police are good.
They're all a sham.
Don't get me wrong. There are good individuals. There are good things that these institutions do and are responsible for. But to act like they're uncorruptible, right? And with the power of money and the love of power, bro, we're fucked. People need to start loving each other hard, like right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Just rock in. I'm loving you hard.
Yo, no one says I love you, bro. People are afraid to say I love you. You walk up to a guy, you're like, I love you. Oh,
that's
what you trying to say,
bro? That's turf war, bro.
Fight me over it.
Yeah, 100%.
I love you, man.
Yo, I'm gonna fight you. Yo,
I
say
ain't
it again.
scared
I'll
of
fight
you.
you.
I love you,
I'll
man.
fight you, bro. See this line? Dividing. Don't tell me you love me.
Bro, I'll fight you with love, bro.
Yo, you think you kill me with love?
I'll kill you with love.
Shit.
I'll fucking, for love, I'll beat you just enough that you're like emasculated and you're down. And I'll be like, I still love you. And we'll help you up.
Yo,
And then you want some more?
Yeah.
You want some more fucking love? You ready for a hug?
No love.
I'll give you a hug. Stop beating me up.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, man, that was a little off topic there, but
The war is just a stupid subject. I can't pick a side. It's like Ukraine and Russia. It's like, listen, stop fucking with us. Start helping us. That's it.
Like, yo, let's be real. Ukraine and Russia is just a Ponzi scheme.
It's a money laundering.
Ponzi scheme. Money laundering. That's all it was.
War is profitable. So,
do you think Zelensky's like sad that this is going on because the U.S. is like they sent 2 carriers into the Mediterranean Sea? Yeah, bro. Zelensky's out, bro. He's got no more money to line his pockets.
Yeah,
allegedly.
I just can't get my head around this shit, man. It's so fucked up. And you got people hating people over what?
Land,
medical choices.
Land, mostly. And most of it's land.
Yeah, I guess that's valid, right?
I mean, to some people, me saying land would be offensive because it's more than just land to some people. Well, but
it's holy land.
Yeah.
Bro, if it's holy land, there should not be a war on it. It is the most unholy land by virtue of there being so much war on it.
Oof. Blood runs thick through there.
Blood runs cold.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's where we should tie it off this week.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. Got anything else to say? You want to talk about, cover up? I think I'm done. I ain't got nothing. This war's kind of made me upset, to be honest with you.
Yeah, honestly.
I just want people to be cool with each other.
Yeah,
just smoke a fucking joint.
We wanted this to be funnier, right? Like, it's only our first pod. We promise the next ones will be funnier. But like,
the poo-poo in the shower is pretty fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about fucking war, I guess.